I am struggling. Whenever you will work with the serial communication, sorry, parallel communication. Whenever you will work with the parallel communication, and whenever you want to pass data between parallel loops. Parallel loops means the loop first and loop two. So we know very well we cannot pass the data through the wire. We cannot pass the data through the wire. So for that we use local variable. But okay, to pass the data between the parallel loops. Okay, whenever we will work the parallel loops, parallelism, so we cannot pass data between through the wires. Okay, we cannot pass the data through the wires between the parallel loops, so we use the local variable. But local variable is not preferably good, not preferably good, the local variable. So what we can do? So for that we need some arrangement, and that arrangements come under the asynchronous communication or asynchronous communication. So if let's need to know what kind of input and output we need, what kind of input output we need, sorry, how, which kind of data, and what we can transfer between the, okay, what we can transfer between the parallel loops. So first we can transfer any kind of data. Any kind of data means string data, numeric data, boolean data, any kind of data we can transfer. Second, okay, second, okay, if we okay, we can control the speed, we can control the speed, and we can control the speed, and we can communicate. Third, there we will generate data and it will receive and work will done. Okay, so if we will transfer any kind of data, so when we will work with the data, so at that time we need buffer mean a memory where we will store our some data. Why? Think if the producer loop is speed and the consumer loop is very slow. If the producer loop is speed with 5 millisecond and the consumer loop is 7 millisecond, 10 millisecond, so it's performing the work slowly. So producer loop will produce high amount of data, but consumer loop cannot able to consume. So we need one buffer. There we will store some data. Okay. So after that, so let's move. Right click here. Come to the synchronization. When you will come to the synchronization, you will get the notifiers. You will get the queues. You will get the semaphores and all. Okay. You will get the notifiers, queues, semaphores and all. So okay. Notifiers and queues. Notifiers and queues are 100% same, only one difference. Notifiers and queues are the 100% same, only, okay, notifiers and semaphores are completely 100% same, but only one difference, and difference is the notifiers don't have the buffer. Notifiers don't have buffer, and queues has buffer. Buffer means what is the buffer? If the first loop is executing with the 10 millisecond delay, and second loop is slightly so it's executing with the 15 millisecond delay, and it's generating, okay, if both are working in the same rate, so when it will generate a 1, it will read 1. When it will generate 2, it will generate read 2. When it will generate 3, it will generate 3. Due to some problem, due to some time, it's slow. So when it will generate 3, it will read 3. When it will generate 4, at that time it's not reading. Okay, now when it will generate 5, so it's generating 3, sorry 4, it's reading 4. When we will go to the 6, it will read 4 again. When 7, so it's 4. So that's because some data in the buffer, in the buffer data will come and insert. Okay, how in the data will come and insert? First one will come here, first one will come here and sit here, then one will shift this way. So first one will sit here, 2, 3, 4, 5. First data has come here, so data will remove from this platform. Okay, so this is the buffer. So now let's design. Right click, okay, now in the queue, Queue has first one obtained queue. Obtained means queue means you will design a queue. Obtained queue. By using the obtained queue, you can design a queue. Okay. Obtained queue means you will design one queue. Okay. After that, in queue element. Okay. In queue elements mean adding. Okay. Addition the some things in queue. Addition the things in the queue. Data in the queue. I will explain again. Okay. After that, a release queue. Sorry, release queue means you can release the queue. Preview. Okay. How many elements are present? Let's see. Get queue status. How many are remains? If you want to study, so you will use lossy queue. You will try to search which queue has lost, which data has lost on the queue, and dequeue element means eliminate the data from the queue. So let's assume about the okay. So now let's think. You are in a railway station, okay, and it's a ticket counter. Okay, you are in railway station. It is ticket counter, and it is time 12 a.m. more okay midnight 12 a.m. Okay, and you know the next train is 2 a.m. Okay, and the person who is sitting inside the ticket counter, he know also very well. Okay, the next train is 2 a.m. and there are only one person is coming. One person will come at the 12 a.m. After that, second person will 12:05, then 12:07, then 12:30. So he don't want to keep. He don't want to wait. He don't want to wait for the one person. He want to keep busy himself with another work, and he want to perform the task. So for that, he will put a wait 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Okay, wait 30 minutes. Okay, window will open. Then when the person will come here and they will start making the queue. So this one is obtained queue. This one is the data. Okay, after the 15 minute, after the 35 minute, after the 45 minute, when it will open, the first person who had okay who come first, he will take the ticket first. The second person who comes second, he will take the ticket second. The third person will come third, he will take ticket third. So it's a DQ. Enter is the NQ. Okay, understand? If you understand, then inform. If you understand, then inform. Now take up. Okay, obtain queue, NQ element, release queue element, DQ element. Right click, take a while loop, take a while loop, take another while loop, connect. So look at here, name, don't use the name. Here, data element type, the second one is the data element type. Whatever you will try, okay, so that is data element type. Right click, create control, right click, change mechanical action into the switch when pressed. Right click, local variable, I will take one numeric constant. Either I will click here. Please Diane, when you will finish informing the chat section, then we'll move. Now, look, let's come to the front panel and try to check the performance. So for the front panel, if I will run, so whatever the data will generate, whatever the data this random number will generate here, that data I can read, the data we can read from this platform. Okay, this is asynchronous communication because we cannot send the data. Okay, because we cannot send the data using the wire. Okay, to send the data using the two parallel loops, we don't use the wire. Okay, so we use the queues and some other things. Now I am going to define one concepts. Right click. When I will press the run button, whenever I will press the run button, then this loop will execute. Either this loop will not execute. Okay, acquire. When I will press the acquire button, then this loop will run. Either it will not work. Okay, so let's see. Now, this was producer loop. PR producer loop, and this one is the consumer loop. Okay, when I will run, it will not acquire data. When I will press it, okay, each and every time when I will press, it will acquire only one data. Okay, look at here. So here I can control my acquisitions. But it is not event structure. This loop is performing. This loop is running continuously. Okay. When I will change it, switch when release, when I will start run, till the time when I will click it, it will acquire it will generate the data. When I will release, it will stop. Till the time I will click, it will acquire the data. When I will release, it will stop. Till the time I will press the data, it will acquire and stop. So can I generate my pressure sensor? Can I design my pressure sensor using this thing? Because nobody given me any update related to the pressure sensor. Please design this one. When you will done, inform. Okay. So by using this way, we can send the cluster data. One is the numeric data, one is the string data. Sorry, one is numeric data, one is the boolean data, and we can send it. Okay, by this producer loop, we can send, and by using this consumer loop, we can run. So what happens if the producer loop will be 2 times? What happens if the producer loop will run? Okay, not it's 4 times. Okay, right click, data operations, clear all chart. Look at here carefully. When it will generate, wait, right click, clear all chart. By using this chart 2, we will see the producer loop data, and by using the chart 1, we will see the consumer loop data. Okay, how it's lagging. So for that, run. Now you can see, wait, it will be 200 millisecond to 250 millisecond because it's produce consumer loop, and producer loop will do fast. Now let's see producer loop. The out This one is the producer loop output. So producer loop is very fast, but the consumer loop is lagging. Okay, look at here. The producer loop is just double of the consumer loop. Okay, the producer loop is just double of the consumer loop. Okay, why? The producer speed of the producer loop is 125 millisecond, and the speed of the consumer loop is 250 millisecond. Okay, so here, okay, so the producer loop and consumer loop. So let's see, if I will use one more info, and data. Right click, come to the asynchronization, get queue status. By using this get queue status, I will see how many data are present in the queue, and from this platform I will create. Okay, look at here. By using this platform, I will use the maximum queue size. So let's see. I'm going to give the maximum queue size is 50. Okay, so maximum queue size is 50. So maximum queue size is 50. Okay, that is get queue element. Okay, for the better performance, I'm going to do one thing. Control A, Control U first. Okay, it will give us the report. Okay, queue data. Okay, now okay, either no need this one. Now I will use one mathematical logics. Control multiply control control B, producer loop, consumer loop. Okay, both are the 125 millisecond, 125 millisecond, 125 millisecond. Now program is set. Now let's see the how many data are present in the queue. Pending data. Okay, pending insert, pending data. So let's see the pending data. Here the element in queue. Here the element in queue. So let's see. Okay, so now come into the front panel. Come here. Come into silver, numeric. Okay, pending data. Pending data. Remove. First, second, and third, number of data in queue. Number of data in QUE. Okay, and one more is insert, pending data insert. So for that, let's see and check. Pending the array. Why I am going to write long name? Insert, pending data insert. Okay, pending data insert. So now let's check. Come to the block diagram and design where the pending data insert is here. Pending data remove, control B, control Z. Where the number of data pending. Okay, control T. Let's see. Digital display also. Okay, digital display. Okay, so this one is the delay. No, it's for consumer. Okay, consumer, and it's for producer. For the consumer and producer. Let's see the buffer and others. Let's start. Run. Sorry, the consumer will be 1 and producer will be 2. Means 2 multiply with 125 millisecond. Okay, so now run. You will see the producer loop is working fast and the consumer loop is slow. So how many data is present right now? 27 data is present right now. 38 data is present. 50 data is present. What is the okay? What is the maximum buffer size I had given? 50. So 50 data is present. Now data is overflow is starting. Data overflow is starting. If I will increase the speed of consumer loop, or I will slow the producer loop. Now it's start decreasing. When it will completely 0, so then this consumer loop will start following the producer loop. Now it's near about, okay, when it will 0, then okay, so it means the speed of producer loop is high and the speed of consumer loop is slow. The speed of consumer loop is slow, the speed of consumer loop is slow and producer loop is high. So okay, so producer loop and consumer loop will run independently. But if the producer loop speed is slow and consumer loop speed is high, so consumer loop automatically follow the speed of producer loop. Because if producer will produce something, then consumer will consume. Okay,